Assalamu alaikum. Hi, Oracle Reiki Spiritual Healer. And today we're talking about candles as a way of defense and a way to remove negative energy. So, in many times I'm using candles, I'm custom building my own candle. If I want a specific candle for cleansing negative energy and bringing in blessings, then I can just craft that candle. You can go and pick up your own candles from Walmart. You can pick them up from Dollar Tree. But if you do that, then you'll just have to pray over it. One of the best ways to use candle, the best kind of candles to use is the beeswax candle. And that's a more of a natural kind of candle made from the beehives and the wax from bees. So these are some of the things that we want to implement when we're using candles for a defense from negative energy. Now what I like to do is melt the wax of the candle in a pot, a small pot that I have dedicated for the wax. And then I will, get the wicks out of that once it melts down. And I will start dropping my oils in there, what I want to use for my candle. And on this particular occasion, I love to use my Prophet Muhammad candle because that is a custom built candle that I make. And I put my own oils and my herbs in there in order to make the Prophet Muhammad candle, peace be unto him. And I put his name on that because we want to, have the strength of the soldier. We want to have the strength to withstand negative energy. We want to have the heart to withstand the negative energy. We want to be able to be one of those steadfast soldiers that don't turn our back on our battle. That won't turn around and run away from the enemy. We want to be able to be like Prophet Muhammad. We want to be able to have that energy and have that, to be able to stand like a cemented structure in battle. And we want also the heart, the feeling, the emotions that come with, and the gentleness that come with being a leader, the compassion that comes with being a leader in the household, in the community. That's how we want to be known, as a very compassionate person. That we're rough on evil now. We're gonna get rid of that evil, but in the community and among the brothers and sisters, we're very compassionate. So I like to use my Prophet Muhammad candle that I custom built. And I put some, like I was saying yesterday, I put some bay leaves. I'll crush some bay leaves up in there. And then I'll pour it back into a case and let it form with the wicks. And then I can use that, for spiritual cleansing. I can use that for making the room smell good, bringing in the good energy, getting the enlightenment that I need, when I'm reading the Holy Quran, and just overall having a better understanding and clarity of whatever situation that I go into. So that's why I will handcraft my Prophet Muhammad candle. And you'll find out that is a better way, to remove that negative energy, that stagnant energy, when you handcraft your own candles and you put your own, special touches to it. And we go over that process in certain of our sessions, certain ones of our sessions. Those who want the candles, who have signed up for my candle sessions, we go over that on how to make them, how to customize it for yourself. And there's something else that I like to do with my candles. I like to, write my name on my candles. I like to write my prophet's name that, is on my candle, that is in the Holy Quran, that God has worked for this particular. And let's say we've already talked about Prophet Muhammad. Let's say Prophet Joseph. You know, I want to always use Prophet Joseph as an example of, discerning dreams and things of that nature. So, and we're going to get to talking about different colors as well, because different colors is very profitable when you're dealing with the emotions, and you're dealing with different kinds of attitudes. So you want to wear different kinds of colors. So you don't want to wear black or gray when you're having a depressive moment. You want to wear a upbeat color. You want to wear white. You want to wear purple. You want to wear something that's going to make you feel better, and colors will help you do that. So I implement that also with my candles. So for my Prophet Muhammad candle, I will make that candle a green candle, because that is, blessings upon blessings. That is, steadfast. That's the strength that I'm talking about. Many people, there's not too many people that can wear green. So, that's one of those candles that I like to do different things with. And I like to read that Prophet Muhammad over that candle, and it just will increase. It will increase the clarity that you get when you're applying it to your life, when you're applying the Holy Quran to your life. It will remove the negative energy from your home. It'll remove the negative energy from your body. You can, light that candle when you're in the bathroom and you're taking a bath, to remove the negative energy when you are doing spiritual baths. If you are under attack, it will remove the negative energy. So, and a lot of times I'll light 2 candles, one to bring in the good and one to push out the negative. So, and you'll just have to book a session, or you can consult me, do a one-on-one consultation, and we can discuss it even further, how to do your candles, how you like to do your candles. You can get a better understanding of how I like to implement my candles into my life, into my everyday life. Just having a candle lit on my mantelpiece, having a candle lit on my table, having a candle lit, in my bathroom while I'm taking a bath. That is one of those calming moments. And you can also receive that effect of strengthening. You can receive the rejuvenation. And I do a lot of different candles, and custom make a lot of different candles for people. And that's why I'm really adamant about spiritual defense, because there's so many different ways that you can use spiritual defense to defend your psyche, to defend your health, to defend your household, your relationships from negative attacks and negative energy. So, also with candles, I also, like I said, I like to, write different things on there, what I'm working on. If I'm working on prayer, if I'm struggling, with addictions, or I'll light a candle for some of my patients when they're telling me they're having problems with sexual addictions, with porn, with, anger issues. So these are some of the things that I like to really work on people, and work with them, and show them how that they can implement this in their own lives, or I can implement it where I'm at. There's a lot of people that ask me, Oracle, light a candle for me. I'm having problems paying my rent. I'm having problems struggling. I can't pray 5 times a day. So, and that candle represents me and you asking God that you're the vessel, and we're asking God to please, lighten your load, to please